All right. So, if you haven't seen it yet, Stephen Colbert did a bit on his show, kind of poking fun at TikTok users. And there's a couple of points I want to bring up about this. Some people are fairly upset. Under the Desk News was upset because, as they rightly stated, a lot of people supported Stephen Colbert while the writer's strike was going on, even though he still ran a podcast and was still technically making money while the writer's strike was happening. And this platform showed support for Stephen Colbert. Now, I like a lot of the comedy that is done on the show. I think it's great. But let's not kid ourselves. It's a comedy show. He's a personality. Stephen Colbert has always been a personality. Back when he was doing stuff akin to like Daily Show, he was meant to be a caricature of Republicans. That's what it was. It was a character. And now Stephen Colbert is on late night television like that, like these talk shows and these entertainment shows like that. They're geared more towards the Democratic side of people, the more liberal side. They have been. That gets them an audience. And for most people, that's where they get some of their news from. This is why TikTok is important, because people get their news here from people maybe like me, even though I'm not that important. But he puts comedy on it. Some people can't digest the news without there being comedy. And so he's a personality, though. He may have similar beliefs. Stephen Colbert, the person, may not support abortion, but that doesn't mean they're going to make jokes that are going to resonate with everybody. And unfortunately, this one struck a chord with a larger portion of the community that follows that show. And that's unfortunate. But again, he's a personality. It doesn't surprise me. I'm not overly upset by it. Do I think it's in bad taste? Sure. But if you tell 100 jokes, a small handful of those are still going to offend your core audience. It doesn't matter who you are. I've made content on here a lot now. I've been doing this for a bit. It's been, I don't know how long now, but I've had content that there's people that should agree with me that didn't, but it's their right not to agree with me. But it doesn't mean I stop making the content. But again, I want to reiterate that he's a personality. People on the left cannot be people on the right and start holding these people up on a pedestal because they play a character that we like. I've talked about this with just actors in general. I find many actresses to be amazing, but I don't actually like them. I like their characters. And that's the thing. We like the character. We know nothing about the actual Stephen Colbert. Now, some people I think can be separated from that. One in particular is like Jon Stewart, because Jon Stewart actually put in the work to go bug politicians to get stuff changed and done. What he's doing on The Daily Show, yeah, he's writing commentary. That's not just him, though. Stephen Colbert isn't just Stephen Colbert. Stephen Colbert, like actors, I'll use the example I've used for actors too. Silver Linings Playbook. I forget her name in there now, but that character, I liked her. I liked her. That's like 15 people writing a character, though. It's not one person. The actress gave her a physical form and a voice, but the personality is multiple writers. Same with Stephen Colbert. He may have a hand in the writing, but he's not all of it. So I just want people to be aware of that. Is it crappy what happened? Yes. But keep in mind, he's just a character. So what are your thoughts on this, guys? And what did you think of the whole bit?